So hello everyone, welcome back to my new video. My name is Vinayak Matan and you are watching to it my way. So guys, in this particular video, we're gonna discuss about the English test. So guys, I will not be focusing on the other parts, but I would definitely focus on the comprehension part, which is very important. And in the comprehension there are different type of question which usually comes, so I will be putting focus more emphasis on those type of questions which are very important and which might hit you back. So guys, without wasting time, let's jump to the sections and let's discuss all the questions and let's understand the techniques and the tactics how to solve these questions. Before going ahead, I would like to suggest you to please subscribe this channel and do hit the like button and do also share this particular video because this video will be very important for the people. I was not actually getting time, but yes, now finally I got that particular time to really make a proper and a good video. Without wasting time, let's jump to the video. So guys, I'll tell you small things how we're gonna do this particular English test. And this test will only be in English because last time many of the people out of the country who do not have Hindi as a language, they recommended me to speak only in English. And if I'm translating something, I would rather speak in English than in Hindi, right? So I will tell you few points how we're gonna proceed and what are the things we're gonna do in this particular comprehensions. So the first of all, we're gonna put emphasis on the comprehension type of question, which is main theme passage. The main theme passage is very important, very tricky. I have done IELTS. I know that sometimes I also get stuck because there are so many similarities in different type of options, and you most of the time, you ignore it. So rather than ignoring, let's practice it and let's make it as a more a stronger point of ours so that we should not miss any of the question in any of the interview. And then we're going to jump on the comprehensions, a smaller paragraph, then we're going to last paragraph will be jumping on the bigger one, and then that will be followed by few questions. Then we're going to practice as much we can. So guys, I will be recording because it's better to record than to do a live video, because in the recording I can do it faster and the time will not be wasted of yours, and I can put cuts wherever required, so it will be a faster video. So guys, first of all, let's move to the points which I wanted to tell you. That first point is that, guys, ignore few words. What does that mean? It's for all of us, the people who have good vocabulary, also the people who have good command over English, also for me as well. Sometimes you get so confused that the words, you're not able to understand what that particular word really means. So guys, we are not going to put emphasis on all the words. We gonna find the answers for which we are here. We are not gonna you know find each meaning of the word. I'm not saying open the dictionary, but yes, the easy words should be you should be aware of. I'm not saying that every word you should be aware of. English is a language, you cannot master it right till the time you die. So ignore few words. How we gonna ignore, I'll tell you. Now the second point is, do not take it on ego. Sometimes we start taking it on ego. Why? That I'm not able to find this answer. I have to find this answer. How come I'm not able to find this answer? So these are the things you might hit. These things might hit you back and can put you, back other than comparing other students, right? So if I, for example, there are five questions. I jumped on first question. I'm not able to find the answer. I would rather leave than wasting my time on it. The moment I finish all the questions, answers, and then I'll come back on the same answer rather than wasting your time and energy. It would lead to a really big impact, because people would be what do you say, crossing you, and they'll be doing all the answers and questions rather than you'll be sitting on the first question, because your ego hurts. Ego should be kept aside in these questions. Leave the questions. One, that as I told you, that ego, right? You have to leave the questions. You don't have to sit on one question and you have to keep repeating, understanding. No, it's okay if you're not understanding, if you're not able to understand. Rather than putting any answer on it, rather than putting your ego on it, any answer on it, rather putting on ego on it, let's leave it. Yeah, leave the question and jump to the second question or the third question, which you find it better and easier one, right? So now these are the points which I want you to tell you that these will really put a big impact. Ignore the ignore few words for which you're not able to understand the meaning. Don't take it on ego and leave the questions. If you think so that this question is a bigger one or it looks very a tricky one, rather than doing it, leave it and then come on after after doing all the questions and answers. Now let's jump to the first question now. So these are the questions which are very, very important because one of the question will be a part of your interview, right? So let's read the question, the paragraph. The best recipes for calm chowder all include onions and bay leaf. The onions add a sharpness and zest to the blandness of the clams and also help remove the slimy texture. The bay leaf complements matlab it means that yes, it really goes good with that. For example, you eat brownie with white ice cream, vanilla ice cream, man, that means brownie complements vanilla ice cream complements brownie, right? So it goes with that, right? So it's a positive thing. So I will underline this. This paragraph best supports statement that onions were once through thought to be the poisonous. I don't think so. There's any word poisonous here, right? So what I'll do is I'll cross. Onions were once thought to be poisonous. Sorry, this one. This is not. The bay leaves are essential in many soups. Now, bay leaves also, we had a word about bay leaf also, and we had a word about onion also, right? So I think so. This will not be a part. Just keep it aside. Clam, clam chowder is very nutritious. Nothing has been discussed about. Onions and bay leaves go well with clams. Could be. Clams should not be overcooked. Nothing has been. Now, there are 2 points. Bay leaves are essential in many soups. Onions and bay leaves go with the clams. The best recipe for clam chowder all include onions and bay leaf, right? So we are talking about both of the things. Onion adds sharpness, and bay leaf complements. Means in this particular this paragraph, they have discussed both onions and bay leaf. So I don't think so. The bay leaves only will be discussed. We will cancel this. The answer would be onions and bay leaves go with the clam. This is how you're gonna do it. This is a very easier method. Just cross the answers which you think so it's not there, so that your concentration should not go on that particular uh, point, right? So answer is D. I hope you're able to understand this. If you're not, pause the video and just go to the next one. Let's go to the second one. Critical reading is a demanding process. To read critically, you must slow down your reading and with pencil in hand. Means if you have to do a critical reading, very reading which is very important to you, you just need to slow down it. You don't have to be fast, and then you have to keep a pencil like this, a pencil in hand, perform specific operations on the text. You have to make comments, you have to read, underline it, you have to circle it, so this is what it means. Mark up the text with your reactions, conclusion, and questions. The one I talked had a word with you, right? Just I told you, just I described you. Means you just have to mark up the things with your reactions, what you think about it, what if you read again, you will understand what this line really meant. When you read, become an active participant. What is active participant? For example, you are in GD and you don't even speak anything, that means you're not an active participant. So it's better to be active participant. Means you just ask the questions yourself, what this lines means, what is a passive phase of this line. So you have to ask the questions that why we are speaking this, why are we are reading this, what does line this, what this particular line really meant. So this is how we're gonna speak, right? So they're talking about the critical reading, right? Now let's jump to the second the point. I hope you're able to understand everything, right? Read everything. Now let's now do the same process which we followed. This paragraph best supports the statement that critical reading is a slow, dull, but essential process. There's nothing, no word has been discussed about dull or slow, right? So nothing is there. The best critical reading happens at critical times in personal life. The best critical happens at critical times. Did they mention about critical times? I don't think so. There's nothing has been mentioned about the critical time of a person. Nothing has been mentioned about the critical time of the person. So I think so. This will be not. Readers should get in the habit of questioning the truth of what they read. There's nothing about the truth. They told that yes, you have to do the markup of the test with the reactions conclusion. Nothing truth, nothing false has been mentioned. Critical reading requires thoughtful and careful attention. This could be why, if you speak about active participant, that means that there should be attention, and there should be thoughtfulness. For example, you are giving your thoughts. I'm sorry for the writing. So you're giving your thoughts onto it, right? So they're telling about operation text mark reactions. Reactions is your thoughts, right? And questions. That means you're giving your thoughts, and the attention means you're active participant. It could be critical reading should take place at the same time each day. There's nothing about the timing of the day. There's nothing has been mentioned. This particular line which they have kept it as an option. So according to me, the answer would be this one. Critical reading requires thoughtful and the careful attention. I hope you guys you're understanding the point, right? Now, take a long breath. Let's jump to the next topic. Now, mm, yeah, perfect. Now, the Fourth Amendment to the Constitution protects citizens against unreasonable searches and seizures. Means there's an amendment which they're talking about in the citizenship that will protect citizens, the people, against unreasonable. Means if there's any, if somebody's the raid about, we talk about the raid, right? If some police or some company comes to the company or the room or the room I'm saying, or the house or the home, they are not supposed to do any searches which are not reasonable. If they have, they should have the proper written warrant or the research warrant, right? So now, unreasonable searches, seizures. No search of person's home or personal effects may be conducted without a written search warrant issued on a probable cause. I told you, right? There should be no search of a person's home. Anything, any home search, any personal effects may be conducted without a written search. Means that without any written warrant or the search warrant, nothing can be searched. No house, irrespective of who the person is, what the background of a person is, you have to have this search warrant. This means that a neutral judge must approve the factual basis justifying a search before it can be conducted. Now, this means that a neutral judge, the judge who's listening to both ends, must approve the factual basis. Means that he should not be emotional, he should not get emotional, rather than he should understand the facts before justifying this particular conduct, right? Now let's jump to the question. I hope you're able to understand this. This paragraph best supports the statement that police cannot search a person's home or private papers unless they have a legal authorization. Okay, it could be because if they are not authorized, I don't think so they will be able to. Could be. Just keep it aside. Direct evidence of a crime. Okay, direct evidence. We I don't think so. We had a word about the evidence. Let's keep it aside because direct evidence should be there, right? Read the person's his or his constitutional rights. No, I don't think so. This will not be the a reasonable belief that a crime has occurred. Reasonable belief, no belief should be there. Requested that a judge be present. Nothing is like that. Now, what they're talking about, direct evidence of a crime. Let's do the point. Let's see the point. No search of a person's home. There's nothing about the crime, right? They're just talking about the legal authorizations, right? So the point would be answer would be the legal authorizations because it is all legally authorized, should be legally authorized by the neutral judge, and as per the Fourth Amendment to the Constitution, that will protect the citizens against unreasonable searches and seizures. I hope you guys understood. This is how you're gonna proceed further. Choose your points, and just highlight the points which you think so it can be an answer. Then after going through all the options, then you will be able to understand, yeah, this is the answer, right? I hope you guys understanding what I'm trying to tell you and how we're gonna do these answers. Right now the three questions are done. Now let's jump to the proper paragraph, a smaller one, and then the last paragraph would be the longer one. So let's read the question and then we will jump to a different one, right? The city will be enforcing winter parking rules. It's all about the winter parking. Now you understood, right? So let me mark it. Yeah, it's all about winter parking. Rules from December 1st through March 31st. Okay, dates should be highlighted. According to City Street Manager Joseph Parks, this includes alternate side parking. Okay, regulation as well as tow away zones and handicap exceptions. Okay, about the handicap, cars to be parked on the south and east sides. Okay, south, east on the street between the hours 8 a.m. and midnight on the north and west streets between. Let me highlight it properly. Streets between midnight and 8 a.m. This is to permit snow plows and emergency vehicles. This is to permit snow. This is to permit snow plows and emergency vehicles access to the all the neighborhood. Okay, emergency vehicles and access to the neighborhoods as well as to keep rush hour traffic means very busy traffic to the minimum. Vehicles that do not follow these guidelines will be towed at the owner's expense. Okay, Parks said with the exception. Okay, done. Now, hope you understand. It's about the winter parking. December 1, street managers. Okay. December 1, 31st, alternate parking regulation, two away zones, handicap parked to south, east. Right. Now, they're talking about the winter parking. They're telling about the two away zones, the handicap exceptions, south, east sides, what are the timings, what are the north and west sides, emergency vehicles, rush hour, and it will be towed at the owner's expense. I hope you understand, right? Now, let's do it. Mm, mhm, mhm. Now let's do it multi-page, two pages, right? Now it'll be easier for you to understand. Yeah. So what is the what is the main idea of this passage, right? I'll tell you how to find out. Uh, the main idea of this passage: cars should be parked on the street. To be parked on the south, they are telling about the timing, right? South, east, and all that, right? So I don't think so. This will be snow plows can bury cars under snow. There's nothing about the bury and all, right? We have heard that, right? Winter park. Just remember also, you don't have to see every time. Just remember the points. Winter parking regulations will be put into effect. Yeah, they have told about the parking timings, right? I hope you understand. Now, the parking timings have been told. For example, cars to be parked on the south, east side on the street between 8 a.m. and midnight, on the northwest side, midnight at 8 a.m., right? This is to snow plows and emergency vehicles access to, right? So, they had a word about the snow plows can guess about the snow plows, but they haven't told that snow plows can bury cars under snow. Very important because sometimes we see the word and just mark it. That's why reading it. Winter parking regulations are good for the environment. There's nothing about the good or bad. It is just a rules and regulations which they told. So my answer would be C. My answer would be C. Yeah. Let me change the color. My answer would be C. It's very easy one, right? Always start remembering what you have heard. What are the key points? That's why I highlighted so that the word should be highlighted in your mind as well. Now, when should cars be parked on the west sides of the road? Now we heard it somewhere. Yeah, it is here. It is here. West sides should be between midnight 8 a.m. So answer would be midnight and 8 a.m. So my answer would be B. Very easy one, right? Which of the following is not a reason? Now, guys, just understand is not a reason means it will not be a reason for these parking regulations to be followed. They prevent excessive traffic. Could be. We have heard about the this rush traffic, right? It's good for the cars to be moved frequently in cold weather. Okay. No, they have not discussed about this. It allows snow plows to get through. No, they enable emergency vehicles to gain access to the neighborhoods. Yes, I think so. This will be the answer because excessive traffic, mostly they have confused you guys. One line, but they have made 2 points, right? A also, D also. They prevent excessive traffic, yeah, because we were talking about rush hour, right? Now they have also discussed the same thing. They enable emergency vehicles to gain access to the neighborhoods. Now I'm cutting this, move there. Now this is to permit snowplows and emergency vehicles access to neighborhoods and will keep rush hour traffic to the minimum, right?
Guys, I'm really sorry. The voice got broke, and the answer is D. The answer is D.
Guys, I shooted this video, but unfortunately the voice didn't come. I again have to shoot this video. So guys, now let's jump to the last paragraph. So now let's read it again and then find out the answers. Complement and alternate medicines. This is all about the medicine, which includes a range of practices outside of conventional medicine. Let me put the such as herbs out of conventional medicine. Now, what is conventional medicine? Convention is something which is a normal procedure which we follow, such as herbs, homeopathy, massage therapy, yoga, and acupuncture hold increasingly appeal for Americans. Means it has increased to another level. In fact, according to one estimate, 42% of Americans have used alternative therapies. Means 42% of the people who have used the alternative therapies, means they have not used the conventional one, but rather using conventional, they have used the alternative one. In all age groups, the use of unconventional healthcare practice have steadily increased, means the alternative one. 30 years and the trend is likely to continue. It is gonna go proceed further this way only. Although people born before 1945 are least means very less to turn these therapies because they connected to the old age thinking, the mentality, like our grandfather like parents, right? Our grandfather family. uh, why have why have so many patients turned to alternative therapies? Many are frustrated by the time constraints of managed care. Means many very irritated because the conventional one, the normal one, takes a lot of time. That's where they're really irritated, and the constraints of the managed care. The care was not managed properly, and uh, okay, and others are more aligned towards the technology. Others feel that the holistic approach to healthcare better reflects their beliefs and value. Others seek therapies that relieve symptoms associated with chronic diseases, symptoms that mainstream medicine cannot treat. Means the normal one which cannot treat, that's where they are opting out the alternative ones, unconventional ones. Some alternate therapies have even crossed the line into mainstream medicines. Mean the alternative have also got approval that now they will be a part of medicinal treatments. As scientific investigation has confirmed the safety and efficacy. Efficacy is something which is very, very efficient, right? For example, physicians have currently prescribed acupuncture for pain management or to control the nausea associated with chemotherapy. Means they're saying now the physicians have currently prescribed, they're starting giving out the treatments for the people as acupuncture for the pain management. Additionally, many US medical schools teach courses in it, alternate therapies. Many insurance companies offer some alternate medicines benefits. Now, as I've already told that 42% have already started using this particular alternative or unconventional methods. That's the only reason why the medical schools have started the courses in alternative therapies, and many health insurance companies offer some alternative medicine benefits. Now let's jump to the first question. What is the main idea of this passage? Alternative medicine is now big business. They're not discussed about the business. Let's cancel it. Today is not an unusual for the mainstream doctors. There's nothing words about the negative, right? Unusual is which is not the normal one. Cancel it. Over the last few decades, alternative medicine have become most popular, accepted and practiced in the United States. Could be people are tired of conventional medicines. Focus on technology. No, this is not the point. I'll tell you what is the point. Uh, the point is the third one. Over the last few decades, alternative methods have become more popular, accepted in practice. In the they have also got accepted. They have also got more. The people are aligned towards these particular unconventional therapies. So answer would be third one. I hope you understood this. Very easy. Let's do it very fast because you will understand how I usually do. Second question. According to the passage, which practice would not be defined? Please understand, guys. Not. These answers can really hit you very badly because you get overconfident and you start answering before understanding it is not to be defined as alternative medicines. Now, very easy. If you go, I still remember, if you go to the first one, this one, conventional medicine such as herbs, homeopathy, massage therapy, yoga, acupuncture. What we don't have is pain management. Pain management is a normal one, conventional one. This is all no, no, no. This is answer. Third one, based on the information given, what kind of a person would be least likely, guys? I still remember the answer. Least likely. Just go to the word least likely to seek out alternative medicine means which is a person which is the less number of people will be, will seek out the alternative medical treatment. The answer would be, I'll tell you. Yeah, 1945 are least likely to turn to these therapies. Means the grandfather age people. So the answer would be a senior citizen suffering from. If you see the other one, young woman cannot. 45-year-old man is not a senior citizen. Senior citizen are all more than 60 years, around 60 or more than 60 years. A 25-year cannot be. So answer would be a senior citizen one. Last answer. The passage indicates that alternative treatments are increasingly being used by mainstream medical professionals because more and more Americans are demanding alternate therapies. Could be healthcare insurance companies are now providing some benefits of alternative medical. No, they have already discussed about it. Yes, they are frustrated by the time constant by managed care. Could be scientific studies are becoming available that prove the effectiveness, and this holds more importance. Why the medical professions have started doing it, I'll tell you why. All the points are there, guys. 3 points are already a part of it. Three, I can say all, right? So mainstream medicals scientific investigation has confirmed the safety and efficacy. That's why therapies have crossed the line. Stream. This is the answer because this holds most the importance. Yeah, this one. Not this, not this, and not this. So this is answer. So guys, this is how you're gonna perform the questions. I know this will take time, and trust me, if you follow my test and follow my channel, your level would go from this to this. Trust me. Today I was telling you how you're gonna perform, but next time I will let you know. I will give you questions, and now I will ask you to do because I will be doing live video stream. So guys, this was all from this particular video, right? So guys, this was all from this particular video. I hope you have liked this video. I know I've shot it once again. I've shot it. It was really, lethargic, but trust me, for you guys, and this is English test, which was very important. I wanted to upload it. Many people were asking for this, and next videos will come very soon because I was flying continuously. I was not even getting time to eat properly, guys. So guys, this was whole and soul this particular video, and I will see you in the next particular video with the fruitful as and information knowledge. Till then, bye bye, take care, and sat sri akal.